This is day number 6.
7,894 mentally.
The good thing is, and a little recap,
The good thing
transmission from the RV is out. The donor transmission we use for several of the parts. The RV transmission inside is already put up. You know, Travis put all everything up already in the insides. And today, day 6, is the outside. Probably he have to work on 2 more parts that he have to work on. So, let me show you.
I'm sorry. The boss won't let me take breaks, y'all.
Oh, please. So,
This is a destruction zone.
transmission.
My nice organized area is becoming a cluster as I sling things to the side that I'm not going to be able to use.
RV transmission is halfway.
No, according to the guy on the master class that we've been following, it is 75% done.
Okay. Insides are closed and
done.
sealed. Outside, well, this is the outside part. Well, the bottom part of the transmission. And we are missing 2 more parts over here that Travis have to work on today, which are
That's just putting the bell housing extension on and the parking brake assembly on. And then once I've done that, I've got 3 spots to seal up and coat and cover, and then the whole thing is going to get sprayed off and washed,
and then
installed.
back to the RV and praying for hopefully a good
Which
outcome.
I'm not looking forward to, considering we had some nice rain last night and this morning. So the ground is quite saturated underneath the RV right now.
Yep. So what's going on here, baby?
So I have the solenoid pack pulled out of that was in ours, and I have the solenoid pack that came out of the donor. Now the thing is, both of these, upon looking at them, all of the solenoids are identical. Basically, this one's got a different ring on top, but looks the same otherwise. So both of these, technically, from looking at them, are what's called non-PWM solenoid packs, because of when our transmission was set up and everything, it was set up as a non-PWM, which is pulse with modulation in the way that it reacts with the torque converter. Now, with that comes the fact that it's unusual, it's okay, but they had put a non-PWM solenoid pack into the donor vehicle, which was actually set up, the pump and everything else on it was set up as PWM, which you can do that. That's not harmful to any of the other parts. It's just weird that they didn't take advantage of it, or it could be that they didn't want it to function that way. So that's why they may have switched it out. Whereas ours, because of the pump assembly in ours and the torque converter, our torque converter, because we didn't get the torque converter with the donor one, so we have to go with our torque converter, which is perfectly fine. It was functioning, no problems on that, so that part is okay. But because of that, we could not put a PWM pump and PWM solenoid pack into ours, but both of these look like non-PWMs. But now we're going to go through and we're going to test them and test the resistance on all of them to make sure that they seem like they should be in perfectly good working order. And if they test out the same, then we will go from there as to which one we're going to use.
So this part of the tranny is almost done. Now we have to install filter and what else, baby? We have to install.
Well, we got to put it in the filter. Got to clean out the pan. that'll then go on here. Got to put the gasket on here, put the pan on, and then we'll get to doing the housing extension. And from that point, and I've got to put the bypass tube on. But from that point, the only thing left would be the vent hose, which goes on the top, which requires us to get it flipped over, which we'll be doing that when we then take it outside to actually clean off a whole bunch of other stuff so that we can easily tell if we have any leaking issues down the road.
Like in any project, he does.
You left me unsupervised. That's my defense. You left me unsupervised.
And here we
You
go.
left me. I objected to you leaving.
Band-Aid on.
And yeah.
It ain't going to show up much on the video.
Let me see.
It's got it stopped at the moment, but
He got a nice little boo-boo over there.
there's a sliver in here that I'm trying to get it to stop, and we may have stopped it for the moment, but it picks right back up.
So the transmission you see is in another side or moved or whatever, just because he finished putting all that together.
Transmission's all together. Only thing I've got to work on now is the parking brake assembly.
And eating.
Because we obviously had some leaking going on, which that is something separate from the transmission. So I'm gonna crack it open, figure out what seal on this wasn't working. We're pretty sure it was this one right here, because of where it all mostly is, it's all up on this way, and possibly this other seal right there, which I've got the stuff that I can make use of for that.
So basically day 6, this is day 6, right?
I don't know, 8,394.
Whatever day.
Yeah.
Went good. Like, it was pretty quick.
All of the testings that I've done on all the air checks, all the air pressure checks and everything else, all that checked out good. The solenoid pack tested out good. Literally everything that I could air check to pressure check it and all has responded the way that it's supposed to so far. So at this point, it is just waiting for me to get done with that, to where then we can put it all up into the RV.
And now it's time to eat.
Yeah, I needed food.
So now I start the cleanup.
Children get to clean up my mess.
The cleanup process of all the old parts and, you know. And of course we got extra hands, so that's where kids come handy.
That's why we have them, yo.
As you see, we start the cleanup process because
I'm being evicted.
no, it's just, it was time to start the cleanup, and the kids helped, and it feels like, yay, we are almost there. It's time to put the tranny back to the RV, and hopefully everything works